Hey guys, it's Holly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am planning in my Annie Plans Printables week on 4 pages, and I am doing this in the personal size this week. I am going to move back into a personal planner, personal Foxyfix rather, for the month of July, at least for a few weeks here because I have a layout I want to try. Anyway, I am using this gorgeous kit from Petite paper. It was her Good Vibes kit, and it was like kind of 4th of July themed. It was red and blue printed, and so I decided to use it for my traveler's notebook this week because I just really liked this, and it was kind of had a patriotic vibe without being like over the top. And since I carry my traveler's notebook around with me, I just didn't feel like I like it to be a little bit softer. I don't like it to be as, I don't know, like as festive or as bright maybe. So anyway, I am getting started on that side flap there. That is, I put the quote box from the kit down, and then I'm just using some decorative headers to space out some sidebar stuff. And I added a habit tracker as well as I'm going to put down a weekly ombre. But first I'm trying to center this cute little camera that came on the extra sheet there, just to plan out what I want to post on Instagram. I just find it helpful to try to stick to a schedule because otherwise I like ignore it for like 5 days at a time. And then I just took some of the bottom washi strip and cut that down using my X-Acto blade just to fill the bottom space there. And in these week on 4 pages inserts, you really do get a lot of sidebar space. So I was trying to decide how I wanted to fill that. I loved these full box heart checklists, and I was really torn on whether I wanted to use them in my spread or not because I really prefer a more white space look and using something like the scallop checklist. But I knew that I really wanted these boxes to stand out, so I didn't want them like hiding behind the flap. So I decided to go ahead and give up my white space for the week and use those full box heart checklists in the spread itself. And here I am just taking some bottom washi again and cutting it down to fit, and I just used the header to kind of size how wide the bottom washi needed to be. And then I'm taking a this week header and a little freebie that came on like a separate freebie that came with my order. The colors don't match perfectly, but it was in the Hello Petite paper style, so I decided to use that there. But I am going to shift this over to this little box. I kind of wanted this box to have a little bit more filled in since I knew the days of the week would be, have like the full box heart checklist at the top. I don't know if that makes sense, but it made sense in my brain. And then again, just cutting down some bottom washi to fill that up and taking a work list with the 8th full box heart checklist since I would only need 7 for the spread. And now I am going to just kind of make some little lists with the scalloped heart checklists, just for random things to note down and track. And then on the deco sheet, she had these gorgeous floral headers. She actually had an entire sheet of those, and I kind of regret not getting them, but I had plenty of leftovers with this kit, which I actually used in my like daily plans, which I'll try to do a flip through of on Instagram. But I had plenty left over, so I definitely didn't need to buy yet another sheet, but the floral headers were really, really cute. And again, just cutting down some of that bottom washi. I don't really use the bottom washi in this style of planning, so I do like to kind of use it just as filler washi instead. So now on to my week. I knew I wanted to use those gorgeous full box heart checklists. So I'm going to go through and fill in the to-dos and try and coordinate. I'm trying to coordinate the full box heart checklist with the to-do header, and I kind of change it up a bit throughout. I did at this somewhere around this point, I realized, okay, Holly, you cannot do this as a talk through. I was like talking through the beginning. I don't know if you could tell from my hand gestures. But then I was like, Holly, you are not making any sense. Just switch to fast forward mode. So yeah, so here just going through and putting all these towards the top of the page. You'll see kind of what I mean about the white space, but I do think these boxes are just gorgeous. They're a little different. Normally she does more of like an ombre heart checklist style, but these are kind of reminiscent to me almost of Glam Planner because they have that print in the background and then the black outline hearts, but I just thought they were really, really gorgeous. And I really liked how she added the touch of the glitter around the box. So anyway, when I don't know why I don't staple my inserts. Someone once asked me in the comments, and I don't have a good reason. I don't staple them because I guess I forget or I don't think to. I don't have that long of an arm of a stapler, so I'm not even sure I'd be able to, but it might make these a little bit easier to work with. Anyway, now I am laying down the full boxes at the bottom, and I am extending them down past the pane of the box there, just to give myself a little bit more room to work with. And I use these at the bottom, and I try to put the really decorative ones that have like the quote or like the cute print, like the girl there, on days where I don't have as much to do, since I just basically use those as like an extended space for my to-do or my today section. So, or like kind of like little things or like any other little reminders that I don't have space for in that white space today section that I'm creating right now. I'm just leaving a little gap of white space between that heart checklist and the header, and I'm using the coordinating header that I used for the to-do section, and just creating my own little mini today section just to kind of sketch out my plans for the week. And I wanted to put my videos down this week, and I like to have them here, and I'm going to use some Clever Gal Crafts hearts. That is the blue color from the Miss Kitty collection with the gold foil, and it doesn't match perfectly, but it was close enough, and so I'm just layering that over some little things kind of on the days I planned to upload. And then for my date covers, I was really torn on which ones to use, but I decided to go with a little bit of a softer kind of watercolor effect here. And these date covers and the transparent date dots are both from Rose Colored Days, which are totally my current favorite date covers. I love her foiled date color covers. They are just the teensiest bit transparent, so I always white out behind them before I put them down, especially for something that's like a lighter color, like this little like blush one that I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and put those above the headers. She does have like a fairly thick white bottom border, so you don't need to like necessarily space them above the to-do header there. And so now that the date covers were down, I could go on to do my actual day-by-day plans. So on Monday, I am just taking a little glitter label from the kit. I was kind of deciding whether to use flags or the glitter labels for my workouts, but ended up going with the glitter labels. And I'm going to take just a little tiny icon from Little Miss Papery. I love those for this particular, for my Traveler's Notebook in particular, because they are so petite. And then I'm also taking a little foiled money icon from Planning World to mark down a bill that day. And then on to Tuesday. Tuesday, of course, was the 4th of July. So I wanted to mark down that I had the day off just with a Planning Rose's day off sticker. And then I am taking, I knew I wanted to work out that morning as well. So I'm taking another little glitter quarter box there and using a Fox and Pip little workout girl to mark down going to an Elevate class. And then I am taking the flag there. I wanted to note down that we were planning to grill out. That actually ended up changing because the weather wasn't great. But that flag is from Clever Gal Crafts from her Miss Kitty sheet as well. And then finally, I really wanted to make a lot of progress on cleaning out my office that day. So I just wanted to put in a nice little reminder for that. And I used a Fox and Pip bow box for that. And then I also took a foiled transparent holiday sticker to mark down the 4th of July, and those are from Rose Colored Days. On Wednesday night, going to the movies with my husband, so I took the movie marquee that came on the little freebie sheet with the kit. And then I am layering a little bow flag over a flag from the kit to note down a bill that was due. And then, and that little bow flag, of course, is Fox and Pip. And then on Thursday, I knew I wanted to try to work out again, at least plan to work out. And so I am taking a little glitter, and same with Friday. So I'm taking glitter flags or glitter quarter boxes on both days. And again, using icons from the Little Miss Papery set. And then on Friday, we plan to grab groceries. So I'm taking a foiled Planning World icon layered over a flag from the kit. And on Saturday, I knew we wanted to go for another workout. So I'm using that same Fox and Pip girl. Since those are like the harder workouts, I like to use my special Fox and Pip girls for that. And on Saturday, I also wanted to make sure I gave myself time to plan and film. So I am taking a half box in the little full box section there to note that down. And on Thursday, I also just went back and added the cute little coffee cup that came with the kit to mark down the getting a treat before work. And then back on Saturday, sorry I'm all over the place, I took a Clever Gal Crafts flag and a little time sticker from Planning World to mark down a vet appointment. And now I'm going back to Tuesday, putting in a little Fox and Pip girl. Oh, and on Sunday I added another Fox and Pip Girl and a full box for Journal Club. Sorry, I'm moving so fast here. Too fast for even my super fast talking. But anyway, going ahead and putting these back in my planner. I loved how these turned out. I'm just gonna go ahead and add a few pieces of deco right now. I decided to save some of it for my daily spreads. Like I mentioned, I will share those on Instagram. So anyway, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to see more.